On the workshop for getting started. This is how to go ahead and start your workshops that are not related to ALEKS. So first of all, of course, you've got your 4.1 biblical assignment. Go on and make sure that you put the appropriate post on there and make sure that there's the amount of words and replying and everything else that you need to do on this particular aspect. So that one shouldn't be too much because it's just a full credit if you do it and you do it on time. Okay, for the next one, 4.2, discussion, algebra, investigations, what is going on here? Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Okay, so for this one, the first thing is it gives you 2 videos to watch, and go ahead and watch the videos and they kind of help you through the different things, but it's giving you how to graph a linear equation. So, and it's giving you some different strategies. But for instance, this one, graph this and explain the similarity and differences between the 2 graphs, and then write the equation of a line whose slope is -1/2 for a classmate to graph. So on this one here, I'm going to go ahead and jump over to, let me just mark up here. All right, so on it, I'm going to go ahead and just show you how to graph one of them. So for this one, I'm going to do the method where you graph the slope or the y-intercept first and then the slope. And so for that, I'm going to graph 5 on the y-axis. The last one there is the slope. And then the next one, and let me just move this out because you can't really see it because you can see the x. So the number without the slope, as long as it's in a y equals form, y equals mx plus b. The b is the slope. And then the number before the x, that's the one, I'm sorry, the b is the y-intercept, I misspoke. And the m is the slope. And this means this, that up, I draw it like this, because the top one refers to up and down. If it's positive, it's going to go up. If it's negative, it's going to go down. The bottom number refers to left and right. And if it's positive, it's going to go to the right. And if it's negative, it's going to go to the left. If you see a negative sign, like -2/3, that negative sign can go either to the numerator or the denominator, but not both. Now, obviously, this one just has a 2/3, but let me just show you just in case you get, when you see those, because you will see those. This is the same as -2/3 or 2/-3. Remember, it just goes to one or the other. -2/-3, these would be positive, and that would be 2/3. So that's why it either goes up or down. Those do not apply to what you were doing here, though. So let's go back to this one. And the first thing we did was, our first step was we plotted 5, and then from 5, from this spot here, you're going to count the slope. Remember, I just told you if it's in the numerator, that's 2, it's positive. So this means it's going to be up 2. So from B, it's going to go up 2. You're going to hold your place there. And the bottom one is going to tell me where it's going to go. Since it's positive, I'm going to go to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. And then you're going to go ahead and connect the dots. Put an arrow on both sides indicating that it goes forever and it doesn't stop. Okay, so those are how to do graphing linear equations. You're going to have it's the similar thing as I showed you on this particular one. It does have a negative, and I already showed you how to do the negative. The only thing different with this one here is that you have to, first of all, put it into y equals mx plus b equation form, this one here. So the first thing you're going to have to do is you have a -3x plus 2y equals 8. You're going to have to move the x over by adding 3x to both sides. And so you have 2y equals 3x plus 8, dividing both sides by 2. And you get y equals 3/2x plus 4. So you had to, first of all, put it into this y equals mx plus b equation before you graph it. All right, so that is for this workshop here. Let's go back to the original. So 4.3 is ALEKS, which I will show you a separate video for ALEKS. And then 4.4. For this one, you get to choose one of these, predicting weather, coffee, or height and arm span. So it says enter the following text in columns A, B, and C shown in Excel. So you can just literally open up Excel and type all these in. You could probably, it depends on your software or what you're having. I'm working on an iPad and it looks like it is allowing me to copy this. So that can just save you some time. Copy here and then paste it into Excel. Well, there you go. I'm able to copy it right here and I'm able to, let me show you, just go up to Excel. Hold on a second. Actually, let me just do it from here. And let's paste. So there, as you can see, I just was able to paste it right into my Excel document. Now it's, so then I can actually just work from there. Because this one here, it's just a picture. These aren't actual cells, so it's not gonna work with any of the documents, but it's just nice because then I don't have to keep going back and forth. So I can just kind of use this off of here. Okay, so it tells you to highlight cells B2 through C12 by depressing the mouse over. It tells you exactly what to do, and then go ahead and draw the line and do a line because you should be able to do that just fine because you'll have you're going to take this data here and this data here, and what it's doing is going to plot a line. And it's going to actually make a line for you. And it will do this exactly for you if you just kind of follow the steps one thing at a time. It's really detailed instructions, but if you do get stuck, please let me know. But that's kind of how to get started on that one. You only have to do one of them. So coffee, there has a file already, an Excel file, so you can download it. That one might be easier because it downloads it directly and it opens it up directly into Excel. So when I hit I go ahead and open it. It's asking me if I want to delete the draft, but I don't want to delete this draft, so I'm just going to go ahead and get out of it. But you could actually open directly to it. So that's kind of handy. But again, it tells you exactly what to do. I mean, it's every single thing, one at a time. It tells you what to do, and it shows you how to do the line. So if you get stuck on them, please let me know, and I can go ahead and make you another video to do so. So any of these, height and arm span, the same idea. You can go ahead and do this one. It says measure the height and arm span of 10 people. So you could do that if you want. You ask them how tall they are and then measure their arm span fingertip to fingertip, and then go ahead and fill this out. And remember height in inches. So you don't want, I'm 5'4", I would put 64 inches. So you just want to make sure you have both in the same units. And so they're asking you to do it in inches. Okay, if you have any other questions, let me know. This one is workshop 4. And once you're finished with workshop 4, remember to go ahead and you can go ahead and do workshop 5. If you work on workshop 5 ahead of time, I usually get the grades in early if you're finished early. But please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.